Hey everybody, Jason Bermas here for wearechange.org, and it is my displeasure to report on yet again another quote-unquote alleged pedophile within our government. Yes, the current mayor of Seattle, Ed Murray, has really come under the gun after some pretty telling documents were released by the Seattle Times this week. Before we proceed, I want to remind everybody this man is still the mayor of Seattle, Washington to this day as you watch this video, and what we're about to go over is pretty appalling. This is somebody who's been in government for quite some time. He was a congressman from 1995 to 2007, and then from 2007 to 2013 he served in the Washington Senate. In 2014 he was elected mayor, but his career before that is also very telling. The man was in social services, and the person who accused him of rape was his own foster son. According to these documents, some of which we're going to read right here on the air, because again, we don't take the media's word for it. We look at the straight documents, folks, and what they tell is a very sad, sad story. This foster child had been raped by this man since he was 13 years old. He looked up to him as a father figure. He was somebody who took an interest through the social services system, which he worked in from the time he was in high school. Think about that. This man worked with children from the time he left high school. He then procured a 13-year-old boy and allegedly raped him through his own foster care, where he got this child as his own to the time he was 16. And of course, the boy had such a troubled past, they didn't think that they could prosecute this case. Now, from the foster care system's own documents, here is the evaluation of the situation and the recommendation. Protective Services found this abuse complaint to be valid for oral and anal sodomy, molestation, sexual harassment, and intimidation, and exploitation. Unfortunately, the District Attorney's Office decided to withdraw the case from the grand jury and not seek indictment for sexual abuse because of Jeff's emotional instability. The District Attorney's Office felt that they could not be sure of meeting the high burden of proof in a criminal case. However, the DA's office did state that the decision to not proceed with this case in no means meant that they had decided that Jeff's allegations were not true. Mr. Murray allegedly sexually abused the foster child in his home over a long period of time. Although he was not indicted, the Protective Services Department feels that the allegations are true, as does the District Attorney's Office. So of course, Mr. Murray said these allegations had been long since debunked along with his lawyers, but we can see that the District Attorney's Office and CPS both believe these allegations. Now, there are other people who have accused him of molesting them as teenage boys, and in this documentation, in the actual CPS report, this reads as follows. I asked Jeff if any other minors were involved in the sexual activity, and he stated that at various times, Ed had picked up both kids and adults on downtown corners. He also had a relationship with Ed Murray where he literally looked up to him as a father figure and was hesitant to bring any of these allegations against him only because it may ruin his career. And to think that this man again went on to be in Congress, in the Senate in Washington, and is still in office today as the Seattle mayor is absolutely unacceptable and appalling. Look at the documents for yourself, folks, but I'm afraid that these allegations, if true, would indicate that this man has never stopped and only kept doing what abusers do. If you like this video, as always, please share it on social media, and be sure to go to wearechange.org for other great stories. And if you can, please financially support us. It's only through you guys that reports like this are possible.